Welcome, ladies and gents, back to another Bingo Blitz. And as you can see, we are here on the LA Pleasure Beach. No, it's not in California. In fact, it's in the capital of Ghana, which is Accra. And we are here today for our African Champions League first round game as we take on the Hearts of Oak. Well, hopefully we can get a little bit of pleasure ourselves as we try and rip it out of Professor Oak. Okay, so before we kick off what is in fact going to be a double header in today's episode against the Heart of Oaks, because it is a qualification for the group, so I thought it'd be a good idea to show you both legs of this one. What I'll do is I'll play the in-between game between the matches off camera, come back, and we'll have a little look at both of these fixtures. But since last episode where we got absolutely demolished by Sundowns, first of all we versed Barocca. No, not Barocca in the sense of these, and yes, I know it's completely invisible to you fine folks except for the lid and the little red bit, but not them Baroccas, a different Barocca. Beat them 1-0. Now, that game we was really lucky. They dominated us. We just got a lucky goal on the 51st minute thanks to Zuma. So he saved our bacon. We managed to steal 3 points in that one. Unfortunately, though, a 50-50 game against Supersport, where I would argue we was probably the better team. As you can see, ended up 1-1 in the end. They got the opener on the 26th minute. Then we equalised on the 56th. But as you can see, Attila the Kun got 6.5. A few other players struggled in that one. Set Goka, for example, on a 6.5 as well as Zuma. And yeah, we just struggled in that one to get the results. So without further ado, let's head on back to Ghana and let's get into that dressing room. And so we finally made our way into the tactical meeting screen for the first leg of this double header. Now, as you can see, there's 38,340 tickets which have been sold from the 40,000 capacity. Very good pitch condition here today, 24 degrees Celsius and calm. Now, we are going to apply the opposition instruction, and our assistant manager is suggesting to go from a positive to a cautious mentality. No, we're not going to do it. We're not going to do it. I'm going to be optimistic. Although, as you can see, we do have 2 changes to our lineup. So, Combo Meal and Frostler, I believe. Yes, Combo Meal and Frostler are both going to miss out on this one simply because their conditioning is not quite there. So, our team for today is Attila the Kun in goal, a backline of Halanti, Dubi, Mafoho and Mafelele. We then have Blom sitting behind Alexander and Biliat, Dolly on the left, Butsak on the right, and Nerkovic up front. A bench consisting of Peterson, Ngerezana, Mabeliso, Bacchus, Zuma, Manyama, and Ranty. But enough rantying from me. Let's crack on with this one. Let's head on inside. And as you can see, it's gone down pretty meh. Is how I describe that one. They've got one change to their lineup. Anyone in their lineup that particularly jumps out at us? Not really. There isn't a major threat in that team. No one we need to really worry about, but they've probably got some decent players comparative to ours. So, Pump Fists, I think we need to show everyone that recent praise was justified. Put on a real show, lads. As you can see, it's gone down pretty nicely. Only 3 players in the starting lineup, not to react to it. So we're going to skip the walkout, of course. Now I am going to change this bit just a little bit. So Champions League, so we can see the other teams that are playing in this. We are also going to change this one, so it's the Heart of Oaks formation. As you can see, they are going for the Flying V, as are we. So, come on, let's try and pick up a result here. Possession's not looking good right now. 39%. We do need a little bit more of the ball. I am going to do the work the ball into the box. I will take that little bit of advice from our assistant. As you can see, we've only got 1 shot out of 4 on target thus far. Lovely inception by Butsak there from the big touch from Abu, though. It's inside to Biliat. Biliat tries to get the ball up to Nerkovic. He has found Nerkovic. Unfortunately, he is being crowded out right now. Pulls it back for Alexander, though. Alexander finds a little bit of space. Cross ball to Butsak. Butsak does a great job there to keep it in on the byline. 22 minutes in. Can we get ourselves an opener here? Butsak right in the corner now. Pulls it back for Biliat. Biliat does know how to work this wing. It's a ball inside to Blom, though. Blom finds Alexander. Alexander from range! Almost my favourite meerkat there. Almost. Unfortunately, does not put it away this time. And why have you changed back to the South African Premier League? We want the Champions League. We want to see Al Hali 2-1 up in their game against Azam, for example. And Club Africain against, I'm not even going to attempt their full name. 2-0 up in that one. I want to see them games. We don't particularly care about the league this particular instant. Come on, Blom, though. Blommy. Unfortunately, though, it looks like we are going to go to VAR, or is the ref just going to straight up take this one off? Hopefully it's VAR. Hopefully he does give us it in the end. Please, VAR. Please. Okay. Let's see how close this one is. Come on. Show us how close it was. Okay. Look at that. Our entire team. Fair enough. Fair enough. I don't know how our entire team managed to be offside. That kind of threw me through a loop, I will admit. When you see your entire team in a line and then an offside is given, you would expect they might have had a player back. I don't know why they all decided to stand that far forward, but anyways. You know what? We simply haven't been good enough in front of goal, especially when we decide to do things like that. As you can see, a lot of players are struggling in this one. So pointed finger simply wasn't good enough. Everyone's pumped up from that. We do need to, of course, keep an eye on that clock, because I do have a bad habit, at least in this save, of completely forgetting to make subs. So 60th minute, maybe 65th. I think we'll probably go more to the 65th. As you can see, a lot of our players are still quite fit. There is some players struggling though. Billiat's on a 6-4. We've got a 6-3 out of Blom. Those two in particular probably going to substitute them off. Nekovic on 6-7, doing a solid little job. Unfortunately though, we're not getting the ball up to him. Dolly though, nice little interception. Can he get the ball up to Nekovic, or perhaps even go himself? Instead he's going to play it outside to Halanti. Halanti whips one in. Nekovic, free header. Neki, got to keep that down, my friend. Got to keep that shot down. So, we are into substitution time, ladies and gents. As you can see, match statistics have been absolutely terrible for both sides. Our possession is also not there. It's just not there. So, 8 shots, 1 on target. 1 out of 8. They've got 2 out of 4, but still. Not looking good. Not looking good right now. So, ratings-wise, the worst players are Blom, Billiat, Motesolo, Dolly, and Doobie are all level with each other. Halanti, of course, on the yellow card is on a 6-6 as well. So he isn't doing particularly well and is on a card. So Bacchus can come on for Blomicus, who is struggling. Billiat. Do we want to take Billiat off and perhaps... we could perhaps move him. Who else can go in here? So Manyama or Alexander the Meerkat. And over here we have Bacchus, Billiat. Okay, so Alexander, you're going to have to stay over there, my friend. We're going to bring on Manyama, and Zuma can probably come on. Yeah, Zuma for Dolly, I think, is probably the move here. I have a bad feeling we're going to lose Halanti, though. That is my main issue with this. Inside forward, support. Hopefully you can help grab us a goal by bombing forward and joining our lone striker in Nekovic. So... it's getting late. You know what? I'll take a draw. Draw won't be too bad, but it would be nice to try and steal a win in this one. Because as you can see in all the other games, bar one other game I believe, there's plenty of goals going on. We don't want a ball draw. So, 83rd minute, Motesolo getting up pitch. He's got it up over to Zuma. Zuma inside to Alexander. Alexander over to Manyama now. Manyama, what's he going to do? Turns back to Alexander. Maybe go down this left-hand side. There's an overlap in Halanti. Find him, Zuma. Come on. Halanti, plenty of space. Whipped it in. Nekovic. Oh, come on, lads. Great bit of build-up. Found that hole on the left-hand side. Utilised it. Zuma with a lovely pass through to Halanti. Nice ball along the ground from Halanti. And Nekovic, ladies and gents, has got us a goal. So, you know what? We're struggling. Probably not a good idea to stay on positive. We're going to go cautious now. We're going to drop back, relax, just take the 1 goal, and go home. Back to South Africa. Nice and happy with this 1-0 victory, where Samir Nekovic in the end managed to steal the win and also steal himself the best performer with an 8.1. But without further ado, let's head on over to that second game. Okay, ladies and gents, it is time to crack on with our second game of today's episode. It is, of course, the second leg at home against Hearts of Oak. And, well, we have our full strength lineup here today. I'm not going to read through the entire lineup like I did last time, but Combo Meal is back in the lineup, and so is Frostler. So, without further ado, let's submit the team. We are going for a positive mentality, and hopefully we can pick up a victory here today. It should be a little bit easier, considering we've got our entire back line. Now, the game in between episodes went rather well. Samir Nekovic managed to get a hat-trick just before half-time thanks to a penalty won from Butsak, I believe, won the penalty for the third and final goal in that half. And then we got a fourth goal. Now, I can't quite remember who the fourth goal was. Dolly. It was Dolly. Dolly got the fourth goal. So we ended up winning that one 4-0, comfortably through to the second round, I believe, of the South African Knockout Cup. So if you carry on your last performance, we'll do well. That's not a bad approach. Unfortunately, though, we can't do it with punch fists. Now, I think we need to share everyone our recent praise. We did that last time. Don't let our good run of form end. We're favourites. Should be winning this comfortably. This is a match we should be winning. Make sure we do. You know what? We've done well. No. Assertiveness. Bit of assertiveness. Just so they don't drop it. So this match is one we should be winning. Make sure we do. Attila's liking that. The rest are just indifferent. So, let's crack on with this one. We're going to skip the introduction. Now, as you can see, the South African Knockout Cup does have another game going on in it, but we don't care. We want to go to the Champions League, or I should say the the African Champions League. A little bit bigger than South Africa. It's the entirety of Africa. But the Butsak right now is going to come down the right-hand side. Whips one in. Samir Nekovic. Come on, Samir. He's on fire, ladies and gents. That's his 13th goal of the season. Like I said, he got a hat-trick in the game between these two games. And, well, he's continuing that form. Looks like Samir Nekovic is in a bit of form. It's nice. It is nice. Let's see where his 6.6 prior to this goal jumps up to now. A 7.4. Down to 7.4. All of that thanks to a single goal. And we have a 2-goal advantage as they are in possession coming down this right-hand side. I'm not going to attempt their player's name because, well, it's not the easiest of names to pronounce, nor is the guy who took the shot. Thankfully, Helanti plays back to Combo Meal, who eventually clears that one away. Now, as you can see, the full team is playing pretty decent these first 15 minutes. Hopefully they can keep that going for the remainder of this one. Combo Meal, though, with the interception, nods it over to Frostler, the two players who are, of course, back in the lineup since that first one. Butsak, though, gets it up to Nekovic. Nekovic, can he get a goal from this? He has! Come on, Nekovic! That was looking tricky as both the goalkeeper and defender got back for that one. I think maybe the defender obstructed the goalkeeper a little bit. I don't know. Maybe we can give him that excuse. Let's have another little look at this one. So Butsak straight over the top. Samir Nekovic. Yeah, I think we can give the goalkeeper the benefit of the doubt with that one. We can blame it on their defender. He obstructed him. We don't care though. We got a goal. We'll take it. We don't care if their defender obstructs him or if he's got a clear line of sight. We smash it in the back of the net. As far as we're concerned, we want the victories. So, Billiat over to Butsak. Now, the next episode, of course, we are going to be doing not only the draw for the next rule coming up, because it will be the transfer window straight after that, because next up we are playing the Soweto Derby against Orlando Pirates, in which it falls, I believe, the 31st of December, just prior to the transfer window. But if we make it through in this one, we'll also should be doing the draw for the next round of this, I believe, because I believe the group draw falls also on the 31st of December. Don't know why the wait between October, skip out the rest of October and November to draw it in December. Who knows? Maybe it's because of some of the other countries, but it's a little bit weird. But that, I believe, is when the draw for the African Champions League is made. Mafoho right now, though, is going to play it across to Alexander. Oh, by the way, Mafalala? Was it? Who was it? Who was it? Why do I want to say Mafalala? Manyama. Manyama is the name. Manyama, by the way, he is planning on running out his contract. Not something that's going to affect us, but just something to keep in mind for how he might potentially play for the rest of the season. I told him, I don't care, because we don't care. We are going elsewhere ourselves. But Billiat up to Butsack right now. Can we get ourselves a third goal in this one and make it 4-0 on aggregate? Billiat whips one across. Oh, it's intercepted though, as Adams is now going to clear it away. But Combo Meal will collect it on the halfway line, and Combo Meal is coming straight at them. Now it's up to Dolly. Dolly out wide to Halanti. I think what we'll do is take Combo Meal off at half time. He's playing okay on a 6-8, but to be honest, we just don't need to risk the yellow card at this point. We've got a decent lead. And ladies and gents, Butsack had extended that lead with a 6th goal of the season. Our third one in this one, 3 in half an hour, and 4 overall on the aggregates. Come on, let's go Butsack. That is nice to see. We're going to skip that. As you can see, they are rather struggling. In fact, they don't have a player who's in the red, which is surprising. I would have thought they would have some players 6.2, 6.3 maybe by now, at least. But they're just generally playing a bit meh across the board. And, well, we are taking advantage of that one as Nerkovic is on an 8.6 right now. Butsack, though, 9.1. He's just dropped down. I believe he was on 9.2, maybe 9.3 just then. But nodded away. Motesolo will be the one to collect it. Can we get a 4th one, perhaps, before the half-time? Motesolo coming down this right-hand side. He's going to possibly pull it back. Yes. Pulls it back for Blom. Blom's going to go back to Frostler. Frostler maybe a ball over the top. No, he's going to go out wide to Motesolo. Inside to Billiat now. Billiat's probably going to cut inside. No, he's going to pull it back for Frostler. Frostler now pulls it back for Motesolo. And this is rather slow build-up, lads. Come on. Got a little bit of a lead here that we can work with. Get a bit more experimental, you know. A bit more creativeness. Not this really slow, dull build-up. 2 assists for Butsack, by the way. Didn't notice that until now. Nice to see. Nice to see. Now, our shooting hasn't been the greatest. 7 out of 16. The last game was pretty damn clinical. I can't remember what the exact numbers were, but I want to say we had like 8 out of our 13 or something on target. So, I'm happy with the numbers of shots so far. Not particularly happy with how accurate they were. But you know what? I'm happy with the number of shots. I'm not going to be too pessimistic. We've got a 3-0 lead in this one. We are comfortably making our way through in the African Champions League to the group stage. I can pretty much say that. Also, I didn't take Combo Meal off, did I? Oh well, we'll wait till the usual substitution time. 63rd minute in that 60 to 65 range. Butsack has also picked up a little bit of a knock, so Zuma is going to come on for him. Mafalele is going to come on for the Combo Meal. And do we hold on? You know what? We've been burnt before by using all of our subs, so we're going to hold on to that last one just in case. Probably going to be okay if we did make it, but I want to be playing this one safe, even with the 4-goal aggregate lead. Ladies and gents, we've got 15 minutes before this one is confirmed. Can we add to the tally? It's over to Alexander's. We're doing triangles on that left-hand side. Whipped into Nerkovic eventually, but nodded away. And Billiat will be the one to collect it. Now, Billiat, where's he going to go with this bout of possession? He's just going to give it away. He tries the ball over the top. It's intercepted. Now, counter-attack by the Hearts of Oak. Or as I like to say, the Hearts of Professor Oak. Now, coming down the left-hand side, just keeps it in play. That's a great little run. Can he make anything of it, though? It's whipped in. Mafalele's head is nodded straight back down, though. That was a poor clearance from Mafalele. That is why he's usually on our bench. And they've pulled one back. Attila is not going to be too happy with that one. We gave them pretty much a gift there. We should be okay, though. Still 4-1 on aggregate. 3-1 in this one. Ladies and gents, we have 3 additional minutes. Yes. A little bit of guessing there, and we managed to get it. Bang on. It's always nice when you can manage that. So, Attila tries route 1. It's nodded down by their defence, but straight to Billiat. And that was a dangerous challenge. Caleb, get off this pitch. I can't pronounce your last name, so I'm glad you're off the pitch. One less person to mess up. And a free kick. Eventually, was just a waste. Lucky for us though, it wasn't an injury, and lucky for them, it's not going to really have an impact on this game. We've got about 30 seconds. Motesolo nods it up to Zuma. Zuma coming down this right hand side. Can he do anything on this wing? Possibly. He does have support cutting inside. Possibly pull it back from them. No. Back post to Dolly instead though. Mohammed will win it. And ladies and gents, I think that might be the last play of the game. No, the ref is letting this one go on. Dolly coming down the left-hand side. Halanti now. We do have a little bit of time to work with. Dolly tries to whip one in, but it's a corner. Is the ref going to let us take it? As we just come past the 3-minute mark. 15 seconds, 16 seconds past now. Billiat whips one in, nodded away, and the ref should probably blow the whistle at this point, but Halanti gets possession, plays it over to Billiat. Blom on the edge of the box, pulls it over to Halanti, and ladies and gents, we picked up a win. Come on, we went to Ghana. I will say we was lucky in that first one. We nabbed that first result, but this second game, we was clinical. We was clearly the better team in this second leg. And yeah, so I thank you all for joining us. Hopefully you join us for the Soweto derby in the next one, and hopefully you join us for the Champions League group stages in further episodes as well. But I thank you all for joining us. I hope you all have a lovely night, and bye.